Okay, good afternoon, students. Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, the important announcement is how many of you have not submitted the experiments on LMS? Tell me.
Ma'am, the fifth one is remaining.
No, I'm asking about experiment 1, 2, 3, and 4, till 4. So, is there any roll number 41, 47, and 20? So, roll number 41, 47, 20, 56. They have their pending lab submission. So if they are present here, they can listen to me and they can submit the lab assignments, okay, by tomorrow evening, right?
Ma'am, 47 left the college.
47 left, 41,
That I don't know, ma'am.
20, and 56. Okay. Now, today, students, on the last session, we did the assessment. Okay, we completed the assessment till experiment number 5, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we already started our experiment number 6. Okay, but we just started, right? So today we will complete that experiment.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम।
Yes,
मैम मैंने अभी ज्वाइन किया तो आपने वो स्टार्टिंग में कुछ रोल कॉल्स बोले थे, वो किस लिए थे?
आपने सबमिशन कर दिया है ना?
यस मैम, टिल जितना अभी ड्यू था वो तो सारा कर दिया, जितना भी था अभी तक।
हाँ, टिल मीन्स अप टू एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 4 आपने कर दिया है ना?
यस मैम।
हाँ, तो बस कोई इशू नहीं है। मैं
ओके मैम।
बोल रही हूँ रोल नंबर 41, 47, 56 एंड 20 के लिए, राइट? They have not submitted. They have their pending labs, the submissions.
ओके मैम।
एक्सक्यूज मैम।
Yes.
मैम वो एक्सपेरिमेंट 5 में आपने कुछ बताया था कि मतलब ये हमें सर्किट डायग्राम बनाना है, तो उसमें क्या
Yes, that
करना है?
circuit I will send, mean circuit name I will send you in the till the evening, right?
ओके मैम।
Okay, students. So now we will start. Can you see the lab manual, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in this experiment, students, we will learn about the circuit breakers. Okay. So two types of circuit breakers we will study here, and we'll demonstrate you the working of these two type of circuit breakers. So what are these circuit breakers we are going to study? MCB and ELCB. Right, so miniature circuit breaker, MCB stands for miniature circuit breaker, ELCB stands for earth leakage circuit breaker. So both are the circuit breakers, but used for the different type of protection. Means they will provide different type of protection to the circuit. Both are the circuit breakers. Both are from the circuit breaker family. The circuit breakers used to protect the circuit, and it's a safety device, like right, protecting device and safety device, right? So they are both circuit breakers, but used for different type of protections and safety in the circuit, right? So first of all, these circuit breakers, MCB and ELCB, used at industrial and domestic levels, right? They are not used for other systems, heavy systems, like uh, uh, means they are used as the domestic and industrial level. And there are so many other type of circuit breakers used in the used in the means generally we use in the power system, like in generating stations, transmissions, distribution systems. So they are the high voltage systems. Their ratings are different, so that different kind of circuit breakers are used there to protect the circuit. But here we are talking about MCB, ELCB, miniature circuit breakers, earth leakage circuit breakers. Okay, so that too we are studying on the domestic and industrial level. So what kind of protection will be provided by MCB, and what kind of the protection or safety will be provided by the ELCB? So the question is this. So MCB, right? So when we are talking about MCB, students, so MCB stands for miniature circuit breaker, right? And if we are talking about ELCB, it stands for earth leakage circuit breaker, right? So miniature circuit breaker provides the protection from overloading or and short circuit, right? So whenever there is a overloading in the circuit or short circuit in the circuit, so miniature circuit will provide the protection in the circuit, like fuse, right? जिस तरह से फ्यूज हम पहले यूज करते थे, फ्यूज क्या करता था कि जब भी करंट ज्यादा हुआ आपके सर्किट में, करंट ज्यादा आएगा सप्लाई से, तो फ्यूज क्या होगा, सीरीज में कनेक्टेड होता है सप्लाई और लोड के, और फ्यूज वायर मेल्ट डाउन हो जाएगा और सर्किट को ओपन कर देगा। ओपन मतलब सप्लाई को अप्लायंसेस से अलग कर देगा, सप्लाई अप्लायंसेस तक नहीं पहुंचेगी, सर्किट बीच में ही ओपन हो जाएगा, राइट? सो टू prevent the large current flowing in the circuit, we use the fuse. Okay, but nowadays we are using MCB instead of fuse, because in fuse में क्या होता था, we need to manually change the wire, but there is no need to change any wire in MCB manually. Okay, there is no wire concept. Okay, these circuit breakers are different, fuse are different, worked on different principle, means फ्यूज का जो कंस्ट्रक्शन होता है वो डिफरेंट होता है, सर्किट ब्रेकर का फ्यूज जैसा नहीं होता, उसका भी फ्यूज की तरह नहीं है. सर्किट ब्रेकर्स आर डिफरेंट देन फ्यूज, राइट, but they both are used to protect the circuit. Okay, now we are talking about miniature circuit breaker. तो कहाँ पे यूज होगा ये, फ्यूज के जैसे ही यहाँ पे सप्लाई और लोड के बीच में यूज होगा. दिस इज सप्लाई and suppose this is load. So in the series of supply and load we will connect the MCB, circuit breaker, miniature circuit breaker, right? So if a large current is flowing, this current is flowing beyond the rated current of this circuit. So what will happen, this MCB will open this circuit. Okay, so how it will open this circuit, that we will see the mechanism how it is operating. Okay, so basically it provides a protection against the overloading and short circuit, means when the current is high in the circuit. So means current, why the current will be high in this circuit? So it will be high due to these two conditions. It may be high due to these two conditions, either overloading or short circuit, right? So means there cannot be overloading in the circuit. The circuit, every circuit has the limit of the load, right? You can connect up to a maximum limit of load, right? But not beyond that. Okay. So what will happen? Suppose, and if short circuit will be there, so if some short circuit is there, so what will happen in short circuit, the wire resistance becomes 0, and the current means the current is infinitely high, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that current if goes to your appliance, so it can damage the appliance. And if you are doing the overloading in the circuit, means you have connected the load, you are operating the load beyond the specified limit of that circuit. So what will happen? The more load will draw the more current from the supply. Okay, then there is a limit of this wire cable, right? So it cannot be more than that, otherwise it can break, it can damage your circuit, right? So in that case also the MCB will cut down the supply from the appliance. And in case of short circuit also, if large current is flowing due to short circuit, in that case also MCB will operate and will cut down the supply from the load, right? Means your appliances will be safe. Understood? MCB, how, which type of protection MCB can provide? Understood, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when we are talking about MCB, so if people don't know, I am telling all the things here. They can see what is the concept of overloading. So suppose this is the supply, right? Suppose I'm taking the example of your home. So in your home, which kind of supply you are getting? Single phase 230 volt 50 hertz supply in India, right? We are talking about Indian homes, right? So this supply is coming to your home, right? This is AC. Okay, of course it will be AC. So whatever load you have connected here in your home, whatever load is what? Anything which consumes electrical energy, any device, any appliance, any equipment, right? So whatever the appliances or devices you have connected, you are using in your home at that time. Okay. current will flow, means all the loads will draw the current. So the total current drawn by the loads will be depend on the load only, right? We don't put the current in the circuit, right? Current is totally depending on the load you have connected, right? Whatever load you have connected in your home, you are operating in your home, whatever the appliances you are using in the home, that based on the consumption of that appliance, the current will flow in the circuit, right? If you are not connecting any load here, no current will flow in the circuit. Even these you are getting the electricity connection, you have the electricity connection, but if you are not connecting any load, then no current will be flowing in the circuit, no energy consumption will be there. Is it understood? Understood, students? Right? इवन आपके घर में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मीटर है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वायर्स आ रहे हैं, सप्लाई आ रही है, उसको उसमें वोल्टेज आपको 230 वोल्ट मिलेगा। अगर आप यहाँ पे कोई लोड कनेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हो और वोल्ट मीटर से अगर वोल्टेज चेक करोगे तो आपको 230 वोल्ट दिखाएगा वोल्ट मीटर, क्योंकि ओपन सर्किट में वोल्टेज मेजर कर सकते हैं हम, वोल्टेज रहता है टर्मिनल्स पे, राइट? बट करंट फ्लो नहीं होगा इस सर्किट में क्योंकि आपने कोई लोड कनेक्ट नहीं किया, ठीक है? तो करंट फ्लो नहीं होगा तो पावर भी कंजम्पशन नहीं होगा, पावर कंजम्पशन नहीं है तो एनर्जी कंजम्पशन नहीं है, एनर्जी कंजम्पशन नहीं है तो आपके जो एनर्जी मीटर है घर पे उसमें कोई रीडिंग नहीं दिखाएगा वो, राइट? कनेक्ट करने से मेरा मतलब है कि अगर आप उसको स्विच ऑन करके यूज कर रहे हैं अप्लायंस को, तब बोलेंगे हम कि इट इज कनेक्टेड, राइट? अंडरस्टूड? राइट? नाउ सपोज आप यूज कर रहे हैं 3 or 4 appliances in your home, right? Suppose you are using some AC, refrigerator, okay, the some other appliance like ceiling fan, like lamps in your home or LEDs, right? So these appliances suppose you are using. So what will happen? These are connected in parallel because they all need 230 volt to operate. So in सबको common 230 volt voltage चाहिए operate होने के लिए, right? So we have connected in parallel and we are giving 230 volt. ये connection में आपको 230 volt मिल रहा है single phase supply. So across them you will get 230 volt. सबको 230 volt मिलेगा if you are connecting in parallel. That is the need of your appliance, right? Now every appliance is of different power consumption, means they will take different power, they will consume different power consumption. Like AC will consume 1400 watts, the refrigerator consumes suppose 600 watts, ceiling fan consumes 300 watts, suppose LED consumes 5 watts, right? So as per their power consumption, they will draw the current from this supply. So suppose AC is taking I1 current. That I1 current will not be same taken by this refrigerator. Refrigerator will take some other I2 current because its rating is 600 watt. Its power consumption is 600 watt. Okay. So I2 will be less than I1. I2 will be less than I1 or more than I1. Can somebody tell me I2 will be less than I1 or? Huh? You are saying I2 is less than I1. right? Why? Yes. So what you observe here, if you are using light load means less, that is consuming less power. So the current will also be less. So similarly, this ceiling fan will use I3 current. This will use I4 current. So all these appliances together will draw, means from the supply you are drawing total current I, that is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
And that too your appliances will of means different nature. Okay, so some loads will be of resistive nature, some will be of inductive nature. So some will be of pure resistive, some will be the combination of resistive and inductive. Getting? Just a minute. So there are the concept of overloading, students. So this is the supply and I am representing here the load. Load means in your home so many appliances are connected in series parallel. Oh sorry, parallel, right? So many appliances are connected in parallel with the supply, right? So this whole part I am representing, I calculated the equivalent load, means it's this load suppose resistive nature. Okay, which load is purely resistive? Lamp load, right? And other loads you are using at your home are all RL nature, means inductive they are, and resistive also, means every motor, every mixer grinder, suppose you are using, suppose fan you are using, that contains the motor, induction motor. Okay, in AC also you have coil everywhere. Okay, so that are inductive nature. So mostly the loads in our home are inductive nature and some resistance also coming with that inductive nature. So RL type load we have. So if we calculate the equivalent RL of this total load, so I can represent here the load like RL total, R equivalent and L equivalent, right? So I am representing it by Z equivalent, right? Understood, students? right? So every circuit has their predefined limit of load. Means in your home also you have a predefined limit. Okay, you cannot connect the load more than that, otherwise your MCB will trip down, right? Every circuit has their load capability. Maximum, suppose maximum load you can connect in your home is suppose 5 watts, 5 kilowatts, right? So if this is the maximum load limit in your home, you cannot connect beyond beyond than that, right? Otherwise, the what will happen if you connect more than that? So current will be larger than the specified limit. Suppose on 5 kilowatt, what will be the current you can draw? 5 kilowatt and 230 volt is the voltage. Here 230 volt is the voltage you are getting, and suppose here load is 5 kilowatt. So what current you will draw from the supply? What is the value of current? Calculate it. If my maximum load limit to this circuit is 5 kilowatt and supply is 230 volt, what will be the current flowing in the circuit? Maximum current can flow in the circuit. 21.7 ampere. If you are calculating this, suppose you are getting 21.7 ampere. So this is the maximum limit of current for your circuit, right? You cannot connect more than 5 kilowatt of load, so that if you connect more than 5 kilowatt, your current also will increase. More than 21.7 ampere current will flow in the circuit. That is not desirable. Okay, every circuit has its own limit. So in that case, if you go beyond 5 kilowatt and in suppose you don't know, you are not calculating all the time the load. Suppose you switch on the appliances which is in total more than 5 kilowatt. So what will happen? The MCB is there which can protect your circuit. Okay, in that from that overloading. Okay, and beyond that, for 5 kilowatt, it is called overloading, right? I am giving the example of 5 kilowatt, right? So whatever the defined limit, if you are going more than that, going beyond that, so the it will be considered as overloading. So overloading, in case of overloading, the MCB will operate, okay, and will cut down the will open the circuit, okay, and will interrupt the supply, and it will avoid the supply to go to the your appliances, right? So in that case you need to remove your load. Okay, you need to switch off some things, some means all the times you are not using all the appliances in your home, right? So suppose there is a time on which you are using maximum load, right? So if it is beyond than the limit, so you need to check, you need to switch off some devices, and then you need to again use the appliances. You can use your appliances, right? So this is called overloading. So to protect your circuit from overloading, the MCB is there, and for the short circuit also. Short circuit is also a different condition in which what will happen? Suppose in short circuit condition, the resistance will get zero and current will be finitely increasing. So that current, if suppose there is some short circuit, so that two phases suppose lying on each other, means they will join to each other, and they will connect it to each other. So more current, very large current will flow in the circuit. So this current will be very large. So that if this current will go to your appliances, it will damage the appliance. So in that case also, MCB is there to protect the circuit. So what are the two type means when the MCB will operate? If is there any overloading, and if it is there short circuit, right? Understood, students? तो बेसिकली हमें सप्लाई को, करंट को अप्लायंसेस में जाने से रोकना है इन दो कंडीशंस में, ओवरलोडिंग और शॉर्ट सर्किट में। अदरवाइज हमारे अप्लायंसेस डैमेज हो सकते हैं, तो हम सप्लाई को कट कर देंगे अप्लायंस से। तो कट कैसे करना है, वाई हाउ वी आर कटिंग मीन्स वी आर नॉट कटिंग एनी वायर, वी आर जस्ट सेपरेटिंग द सर्किट, वी आर opening the circuit only, right? So this type of protection will be provided by MCB, and MCB always connected in series with the supply and load, right? Now coming to the ELCB students, so it is earth leakage circuit breaker. Okay, so earth leakage, as you can see in the name, earth leakage circuit breaker. So what kind of protection it will provide? It will provide the protection against earth leakage current, right? So what will happen? Suppose you have again, suppose in your home you are getting supply AC, single phase, 230 volt, 50 hertz, right? And your loads are, your appliances or devices loads are connected, electrical loads, right? This is electrical supply, this is electrical load. Okay, so what will happen in normal condition, not in any fault condition, in normal condition, total current drawn by the whatever the total current drawn by your appliances or load, electrical load, that same current should be written back from the neutral wire. Okay, this is phase wire. Phase wire is nothing but the from the supplies coming to your load, right? So from this wire, supply is coming to your load. This is called phase wire. Okay, and the desirable path of current is from supply to phase wire through load. It will go to neutral and will return back. So this is neutral wire, right? And if you will not connect the neutral wire, what will happen? If I am not connecting here neutral wires, what will happen? Current cannot complete their path, right? Current cannot complete its path. So what will happen? Circuit is not completed. It is acting like an open circuit. So no current will flow from here also. This current cannot flow, right? So in normal condition, total current which is flowing from this phase wire should be returned back from this neutral wire, right? Whatever the I current flowing from here, suppose 5 ampere. So 5 ampere will be back from the neutral wire, right? जितना करंट आ रहा है phase wire से, उतना ही लोड में फ्लो होने के बाद में वो वापस न्यूट्रल वायर से जाएगा, right? नॉर्मल कंडीशन में ऐसा होना चाहिए. But sometimes it happens that due to some insulation breakdown in equipments, मान लीजिए कोई आपने यहाँ पे लोड यानी कि आपने कोई अप्लायंस या इक्विपमेंट्स लगाए हुए हैं यहाँ पे, और किसी भी इक्विपमेंट में इंसुलेशन ब्रेकडाउन हो जाता है, लाइक आपका कोई भी फैन है, उसमें जो वाइंडिंग्स हैं अंदर, कॉइल्स हैं, उनका जो इंसुलेशन है वो ब्रेकडाउन हो गया, राइट? कुछ ब्रेक हो गया बीच में, तो क्या होगा कि वहां से करंट लीक करेगा, करंट विल लीक, राइट? करंट विल लीक. ओके, तो ये जो करंट है that is dangerous for you, because now this leakage current, this is leakage current. Okay, now this leakage current will not follow the defined path of the current. Defined path कौन सा था कि इसको सप्लाई से आना था करंट को, फिर ये इसमें लोड में जाना था, और उसके बाद में यहाँ पे न्यूट्रल से वापस जाना था. ये तो डिजायर्ड पाथ था, बट अब ऐसा नहीं होगा. लीकेज करंट इस डिजायर्ड पाथ को फॉलो नहीं करेगा. लीकेज करंट कहीं यहाँ से लीक हो गया ये इक्विपमेंट के इंसुलेशन ब्रेकडाउन से, right? So it will follow some undesirable path. okay, maybe it will touch means it will flow to the device surface, आपका जो यहाँ इक्विपमेंट है उसके सरफेस पे ही फ्लो करने लग जाए, then what will happen, अगर कोई भी ह्यूमन बीइंग उसको टच करेगा तो he will get shock, उस डिवाइस को अगर टच करेगा तो he will get shock, right? Yes or no? Yes or no students? Understood? Right? So इसके लिए हम अर्थ वायर लगाते हैं, right? इस लीकेज करंट को अर्थ में भेजने के लिए, but if earth fault is there, if earth fault is there, suppose जो अर्थ वायर है वो फेस से कनेक्ट हो जाए या फिर न्यूट्रल से कनेक्ट हो जाए, ओके, तो उस कंडीशन में हमें क्या यूज, उसको प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए हमें इस ELCB यूज करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? ELCB क्या करेगा, हम उसको यहाँ फेज और न्यूट्रल के बीच में लगाएंगे ELCB को, राइट? और वो मेजर करेगा कंटिन्यूसली कि टोटल करंट जो है वो फ्लो हो रहा है न्यूट्रल से, जितना फेज में आ रहा है उतना ही न्यूट्रल से जा रहा है या नहीं, अगर नहीं जा रहा है, ठीक है, और अगर ये सेंस करेगा कि फेज और अर्थ फॉल्ट हुआ है, मतलब अर्थ वायर जो यहाँ से आपने लिया है वो फेज से टच तो नहीं हो गया, या अर्थ वायर जो यहाँ से लिया वो न्यूट्रल से टच तो नहीं हुआ, ओके, इन दैट केस अगर वो टच हो रहा है, इन दैट केस दिस ELCB विल ऑपरेट, और ये क्या करेगा, ऑपरेट होने के बाद में ये जो सप्लाई है इसको डिस्कनेक्ट कर देगा लोड से, ठीक है, कोई सप्लाई नहीं आएगी, करंट को फ्लो होने से ये रोक देगा, फाइन, अंडरस्टूड स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, सो बेसिकली दोनों सर्किट ब्रेकर क्या कर रहे हैं, प्रोटेक्शन कर रहे हैं, सेफ्टी कर रहे हैं, बट दोनों सर्किट को ब्रेक कर रहे हैं, मतलब ये जो लोड है और ये सर्किट ब्रेकर है, तो ये क्या करेगा, जब ये ऑपरेट होगा सर्किट ब्रेकर तो ये फॉल्टी पार्ट, मतलब इधर से करंट आ रहा है, ज्यादा करंट आ रहा है, ये फॉल्टी पार्ट हो गया, और ये अप्लायंसेस को सेव करना है हमें, ये सेव हो गए तो ये हेल्दी पार्ट है, तो मतलब इस हेल्दी पार्ट को और इस फॉल्टी पार्ट को अलग अलग कर देगा, ये डिस्कनेक्ट कर देगा ये, ठीक है, तो इस वजह से हमारे जो ये अप्लायंसेस हैं ये सेफ हैं ये, ठीक है। So now how this circuit breaker, inside the circuit breaker, what mechanism is going on? What is the construction of this circuit breaker? What mechanism is going on inside the circuit breaker so that it is disconnecting the circuit? कैसे कर disconnect कर रहा है ये? क्या हो रहा है इसके अंदर? इसको कैसे पता चलेगा कि अब करंट ज्यादा है, इसको डिस्कनेक्ट करना है या फिर अब अभी नहीं करना है? ये कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करेगा कि मान लीजिए आपने अभी कैलकुलेट किया था 21.7 एम्पियर आपका नॉर्मल सर्किट मैक्सिमम करंट है, मतलब इतने पे सर्किट ब्रेकर ऑपरेट नहीं होना चाहिए, ओके, इट विल नॉट ऑपरेट अप टू दिस लिमिट, ठीक है, ये तो मैक्सिमम लिमिट है ना, आप इतना तक लोड कनेक्ट कर सकते हो सपोज, तो इसको कैसे पता चलेगा कि इतने इतने पे ऑपरेट नहीं होना है और फिर इससे ज्यादा करंट आएगा तो ऑपरेट होना है, राइट? And how it will operate means क्या करेगा ये, right? So that we will see. So suppose students, every MCB, we are talking about MCB, right? So in this experiment we are considering MCB of rating 2 ampere. कितना रेटिंग है? 2 एम्पियर, ओके, मतलब ये MCB को अगर आप 2 एम्पियर तक ये करंट अगर इसमें से जाएगा तो ये ऑपरेट नहीं होगा, but if your circuit having the current more than 2 ampere तब ये ऑपरेट करेगा, right? तो every MCB has their rating, उस रेटिंग के अकॉर्डिंग हम यूज करते हैं कि हमें कितनी रेटिंग का लगाना है, ओके। सो व्हाट विल हैपन, मतलब रेटिंग 2 एम्पियर है, मतलब फिर भी अंदर तो क्या हो रहा है, क्या मैकेनिज्म इज गोइंग ऑन कि मतलब उसको 2 एम्पियर के बाद ही ऑपरेट होता है वो, right? So we'll see that. So first of all, inside the circuit breaker, any kind of circuit breaker, if you are talking about, not only MCB, its construction is same. Inside the circuit breaker, there is a moving contact. There are two contacts. One is moving and one is fixed. Okay. So suppose this is moving contact. This is fixed contact. Right? So this circuit breaker, suppose this is MCB. Okay, so this will be connected in series with supply and load, right? So here will be supply and here will be load. It is connected like this. Okay. So the current in normal condition, the normal current is flowing. Okay, if your load is under the specified limit of the circuit, so normal current means the current under the limit is flowing. Okay, I current suppose flowing, right? As soon as if the current is more here, right? If current will increase beyond this 2 ampere, because we are using the rating circuit breaker MCB rating of 2 एम्पियर राइट. ये जो हमने MCB यहाँ यूज किया है इसकी रेटिंग 2 एम्पियर है राइट. सपोज सो 2 एम्पियर से जैसे ही करंट ज्यादा हुआ ये सर्किट ब्रेकर ऑपरेट होगा. मतलब कैसे ऑपरेट, यहाँ पे एक सेंसिंग कॉइल है. सर्किट ब्रेकर के अंदर एक सेंसिंग कॉइल लगी होती है. वो क्या होगा करेगी, वो करंट को सेंस करेगी राइट. इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक कॉइल है राइट. जैसे इसमें करंट जाता है तो ये क्या करती है, नॉर्थ साउथ पोल बना के मैग्नेटिक फील्ड प्रोड्यूस करती है. ठीक है. मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्या करेगी, कैन यू सी द स्क्रीन स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके ओके फाइन. ओके, सो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्या करेगी, मैग्नेटिक के फील्ड के थ्रू एक लीवर कनेक्टेड रहता है. लीवर से इसका मूविंग कांटेक्ट कनेक्टेड रहता है राइट. तो जैसे ही करंट 2 एम्पियर से ज्यादा हुआ वो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इतना ज्यादा जनरेट होगा कि जो लीवर है वो इसको पुल आउट कर देगा. ये जो मूविंग कांटेक्ट है इसको खींचेगा इस साइड, इस साइड, इस डायरेक्शन में इसको पुल करेगा राइट. इस डायरेक्शन में पुल करेगा. पुल करेगा तो क्या है, नॉर्मल कंडीशन में ये दोनों कॉन्टेक्ट्स क्लोज थे, फिक्स और मूविंग कॉन्टेक्ट क्लोज थे. बट अब क्या होगा, जैसे ही कंडीशन अब नॉर्मल हुई, करंट बहुत ज्यादा आया, तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा कि ये इसको ओपन कर देगा. यहाँ पे एक ओपन, मतलब ये दोनों सेपरेट हो जाएंगे. फिक्स कॉन्टेक्ट और मूविंग कॉन्टेक्ट्स विल बी सेपरेटेड राइट, क्योंकि ये लीवर ने इसको पुल किया. अंडरस्टूड? अंडरस्टूड स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. तो ये मूविंग कांटेक्ट मूव होके इस साइड चला गया और ये इससे सेपरेट हो गया फिक्स कांटेक्ट से. तो अब यहाँ पे ये बीच में देखो आप ओपन सर्किट हो गया. अब सर्किट सप्लाई जो है करंट वो अब नहीं जाएगा लोड में राइट, फ्लो नहीं करेगा. ओके, अंडरस्टूड?
Yes, ma'am.
But there is one problem with this separation. What is the problem? Problem is that in normal condition, current was flowing through this context. When the current increase, some abnormal condition means some short circuit condition is there or some overloading condition is there. So this current is high. So as soon as the current flows to this means before separation of this context, current was flowing in the circuit, right? So if you suddenly pull apart this contact, so what will happen? The air, there will be the air gap, right? But the current was flowing before. So the air will get ionized, right? And this path, this air gap will behaving like a low resistive path for the current. Understood? This path will be ionized and this is acting as a low resistive path for the current. So current is not stopped immediately. Okay, it is flowing because this is ionized, this air is ionized and the providing the low resistive path for the current. So what will happen? One arc will develop here. One arc will develop from here. One arc will produce and flash will develop, right? Okay. So our aim is means we need to extend this arc as quickly as possible. Okay. Otherwise the current will be flowing. Okay. So we means inside the MCB there is a arc chamber to remove this arc and flash, right? There will be an arc chamber. So it is here only, right? So that arc will go to this chamber and that will provide the high resistive path to this arc. So this arc will extinguish. How it will provide the high resistive path? With the concept R proportional to L by A. So if you are decreasing the area of conduction, so resistance will increase, right? Okay. Understood, students? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the whole construction. Means what are the parts inside the MCB? There will be a sensing coil. Main parts, okay? There will be the sensing coil, that is electromagnetic coil, produce magnetic field. And then there will be a fixed and moving contacts, then lever. Okay, then there will be arc chamber. So these are some basic, means some important major parts inside the MCB, right? Just a minute, students, it will be visible. Okay, it is visible. Manual is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the internal and external view of this MCB. Okay. So here you can see, students, this is the external view. Okay. आपको बाहर से MCB ऐसा ही दिखेगा, इनक्लोज्ड है ये पूरा, पैक्ड है, राइट, एंड इट इज अ वेरी कॉम्पैक्ट साइज. आपने अपने घर में भी देखा होगा. यस और नो? देखा है कभी MCB?
हाँ मैम.
Okay. So this is the operator. This black color part you can see as per my cursor is showing. Okay, so this is the operator. So whenever there is a normal condition in the circuit, means normal current is flowing. So this is in upward position, right? So if suppose some overloading or short circuit is there, current is increased beyond the limit, so that this operator will trip, right? This operator will trip down. It will trip in downward position, right? So what is this tripping means? Tripping means inside this MCB there are two contacts, fixed and moving. So moving and fixed contacts are apart from each other now, right? And if it is an upward position, means the moving and fixed contacts are close to each other. Understood? Means they are joined to each other. Understood or not understood, students? So inside view we can see here. So this is the upper terminal and this is the lower terminal, right? So on upper terminal means we need to connect this MCB in series with supply and load. So on this upper terminal we will connect the supply, and in the lower terminal we will connect the load, right? Now students, this is the fixed contact and this is the moving contact in this MCB. So right now these are apart from each other, you can see in this figure. So what is the position of operator here? Can you tell me? They are apart, operator is downwards, right? Means there is no current flowing in the circuit. MCB is operated. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if they are joined to each other, means this operator will be upward side, like in this outer view, right? So how this is means how this moving contact, fixed contact move नहीं करेगा, वो अपनी जगह पे फिक्स है, बट मूविंग कॉन्टैक्ट मूव कर रहा है. अभी अपार्ट हो गया, फिर बाद में ये क्लोज हो जाएगा. तो अपार्ट क्यों, कैसे हुआ ये मूविंग कॉन्टैक्ट? सो ड्यू टू दिस मैकेनिज्म, ये पूरा लीवर है, यहाँ पे लीवर जो है उस, ये एक सेंसिंग कॉइल आपको दिख रहा है, इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक कॉइल. So when the current is coming from the supply, it is going to this sensing coil, and this sensing coil is producing magnetic field, which create the force on this lever mechanism. Here it is, ये जो आपको blue part दिख रहा है, right? और ये वाला जो part है, operator वाला भी, ये पूरा lever mechanism. So it will create the force on lever by this magnetic field, and if the force will be sufficient for pulling out this fixed moving contact, so this will move, right? And this operator also will get down, trip down, right? And this is the arc chamber, student. So as soon as it is being apart from the fixed contact, one arc will be coming from this gap, right? And it will go to this arc chamber, and inside the arc chamber it will be extinct. Okay, understood, students?
मैम ये आर्क चैम्बर का पता नहीं चला।
यस, अभी आपको पता चलेगा। आई विल शेयर वन वीडियो, उसमें आपको एनिमेटेड पूरा वीडियो है वो, उसमें पता चलेगा आपको क्या हो रहा है, राइट?
ओके मैम।
आर्क एक स्पार्क जैसा है, राइट? स्पार्क की तरह है। यहाँ पे जब ये सेपरेट हो रहा है मूविंग कांटेक्ट, तो क्या हो रहा है, ये एयर गैप है यहाँ पे, लेकिन एयर गैप, एयर जो है ये आयोनाइज हो रही है। आयोनाइज हो रही है तो यहाँ पे ये लो रेजिस्टिव पाथ बना रही है। तो इवन करंट को फ्लो नहीं करना चाहिए, बट ड्यू टू दिस लो रेजिस्टिव पाथ, अब ये एक कंडक्टिंग पाथ बन चुका है, तो करंट फ्लो होता रहता है। जबकि ये अलग हो गया है मूविंग कॉन्टैक्ट, तब भी फ्लो करेगा। तो यहाँ पे कैसे फ्लो कर रहा है, मतलब एक स्पार्क जैसा निकल निकल रहा है, और वो स्पार्क कहाँ जाएगा, उसको हमें एक्सटिंग करना है एज सुन एज पॉसिबल, सो डैट कि करंट कंडक्शन रुक जाए। ठीक है, तो वो स्पार्क कहाँ जाएगा, इस आर्क चैम्बर में जाएगा। ये आर्क चैम्बर उसको एक्सटिंग करेगा। कैसे? इस स्पार्क कब प्रोड्यूस हुआ, कि क्योंकि इसको लो रेजिस्टिव पाथ मिला करंट को। तो अगर हम इस पाथ को हाई रेजिस्टिव बना दें तो करंट नहीं फ्लो होगा। तो ये आर्क चैम्बर क्या कर रहा है, उस आर्क के लिए हाई रेजिस्टिव पाथ प्रोवाइड करेगा। कैसे? एरिया कम करके। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो स्लॉट्स हैं, तो जैसे ही करंट इसमें जाएगा, ये स्लॉट्स के एरिया बहुत कम है, तो वहां पे जाके एक्सटिंक्ट हो जाएगा, राइट?
यस मैम।
So now I am sharing one video with you students. You can watch that video and can understand how this MCB operates. Students, link is shared with you in chat box. You can go through that link and can watch the video. Okay, watch the video. It is approximately 9 minutes video. After 9 minutes, we will discuss your doubts, right? So that video will show you the animated video shows the working of MCB, right? Tell me if you are able to watch the video or not in that link.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so please watch it.
As soon as the contacts are open, the current doesn't just stop flowing. The fault current is As soon as the contacts are open, the current doesn't just stop flowing. The fault current is of large value and will lead to air discharge, where current will flow through the air. It is an amazing to watch and yet hazardous arc. To extinguish the arc, a arc ladder or arc chute is used. The arc chute is an arrangement of parallel plates arranged at small intervals. As the contacts separate, the heavy fault current.
A tiny, interesting device called an MCB protects you and your house from electrical mishaps. This breaker saves you from two situations. First, short circuit, and second, overload conditions. In a short circuit scenario, the MCB trips in less than 3 milliseconds and isolates the internal connections. Let's see how this smart device detects current chaos so quickly and precisely. A simple device called a fuse, which has a low melting point wire, was used for home protection in earlier days. In both the fault conditions mentioned previously, the current spikes up, resulting in overheating and fusing the wire or breaking the circuit. However, every time the fuse would blow, you had to manually replace it. Until you could do that, good luck with the blackout. This commonly occurring situation is why circuit breakers were invented. The circuit breaker is an automatic on-off mechanism that keeps one side of the wire moving and the other fixed. During an electric fault, if the circuit opens wide, we are done with the MCB design. After the fault ends, simply manually turn it on. Before getting more into the MCB design, a small note about the current direction. An MCB gets activated in less than 3 milliseconds, which is way lower than the half cycle time period of an alternating current. So it is okay to show the current flow in a single direction throughout the analysis. Now the question is, how does this system recognize the occurrence of an electric fault? The answer is that it has sensing elements which activates a triggering mechanism. Let's first see how we can design a super quick triggering mechanism which opens wide. A clever mechanism to achieve this objective is shown here. This mechanism has a lever to which a rectangular ring is connected, as shown. The rectangular ring is connected by 2 springs and a central lever. In this position, both the springs are in a neutral state. When the lever moves up, the bottom spring compresses and the top spring expands. The forces of both these springs are eventually transferred to the lever via the rectangular ring, and this force will be in the upward direction. As you can see, the rectangular ring is initially at a negative offset to the center of the lever. The torque produced by the force acting on the rectangular ring will be in the clockwise direction. If you release the lever in this position, this clockwise torque will bring the lever back to its initial position. However, if you push the lever farther up, do you notice anything peculiar about the offset distance? It suddenly becomes positive, which means that after a critical limit, the torque will act on it in a counterclockwise direction. When the MCB is on, this will be the position of the lever. The structure of the MCB will block the lever from rotating further counterclockwise. Now, if an external trigger turns the lever slightly, the torque on the lever suddenly becomes clockwise and the circuit opens wide quickly without the need of an external force. Here, as the operator pushes the lever down, you can see in ultra-slow motion how the mechanism operates in practice. After a small angle, the lever generates its own torque and then there is no need to apply external force. Now, the only question is, how can we generate this small input trigger or input motion when a fault occurs? The best answer is with an electromagnet. This coil produces magnetic fields proportional in nature to the current passing through them. As the current increases, the magnetic field becomes stronger. Throughout the video, note that in the case of a short circuit, the current rises up to 1,000 times in magnitude within milliseconds. This result generates a very strong magnetic field. An iron cylinder and pin is placed inside this electromagnet on a spring, slightly offset from its center. The strong magnetic field pulls the cylinder downward, thus pushing the pin. This tiny movement of the pin is the input trigger of the mechanism, and it leads to opening the circuit, as we discussed earlier. You might be wondering, in normal current flow, why isn't the cylinder attracted down? Well, the force in normal current flow is not high enough to overcome spring tension. Whereas short circuit current can go up to 10 to 100 times the normal current. The force is quite high, so the circuit trips. The danger of fault is not over yet, folks. As soon as the contacts are open, the current doesn't just stop flowing. The fault current is of large value and will lead to air discharge, or current will flow through the air. It is an amazing to watch and yet hazardous arc. To extinguish the arc, a component called an arc runner or arc chute is used. The arc chute is an arrangement of parallel plates arranged at small intervals. As the contacts separate, the heavy fault current flowing as an arc triggers a huge temperature rise that can cause damage. Therefore, this arc should be killed. Resistance increases with length and decreases with area. Here, we need increased resistance of the current which passes through air, which is why the distance between the contact points is kept high after the circuit opens. Since the air is hot, this arc will be pushed up. Later, the arc is divided into small chunks, thus reducing its area. With increased resistance, the arc dies away at current zero. Now let's see how the MCB prevents the second type of fault, an overload condition. An overload happens if you find yourself using a number of appliances at once. Since all the appliances in our houses are connected in parallel, such a scenario will lead to an increase in current. This is another dangerous scenario which we need to prevent. The current flow during a short circuit rises by 10 to 100 times the rated current, but in overload it only rises 2 to 5 times. You might think that use of a separate electromagnet with lesser operating rating may solve this issue, but it won't. Let's see why. The problem with this new coil for an overload condition is that it will get activated even if you simply start another electrical appliance. Fluorescent tubes, for example, carry an inrush current during startup that maintains for about 10 milliseconds and then goes back to normal. Therefore, using a lower rated electromagnet will cause the breaker to trip unnecessarily when you start electrical appliances. A perfect choice to solve the overload condition is a bimetallic strip. This sensor is a bit slower and offsets inrush currents, as it stays around for only 10 milliseconds. However, it trips the MCB when the overload current maintains for 2 seconds or more. In a bimetallic strip, as the current rises, heat causes the strip to bend slowly. This occurrence pushes a C-shaped lever, and thus the main lever down, and it thereby opens the contacts. The current value at which the bimetallic strip should operate can be varied with this screw, which is only adjusted by manufacturers. We hope you have now developed a good understanding of a miniature breaker. With this precisely designed device, you are safe from electrical disasters. Apart from MCB, we have other breaker types designed for different types of faults: RCD, ELCB, and MCCB. Don't forget to support us. Thank you.
Yes, done, students? Students done? Okay, any doubt in this video? I hope you understood the working and construction of circuit MCB, miniature circuit breaker. Any query, any doubt? Students, I'm not getting any response from your side. Any doubt, any problem, any query in the video?
Ma'am, no doubt.
आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है स्टूडेंट, आप प्लीज थोड़ा जोर से बोलिए, स्पीक लाउडली एंड क्लियरली. Metallic is nothing but it bends with the temperature and it supports the movement of the lever, right? That's it. Yes. Anybody else having the doubt? the same video is available in Hindi language also if somebody is having problem. But I will suggest you please learn the English, because you need to speak and to learn and to understand in English in this means in the interview as well. You need to speak English only. Okay, so you can search on YouTube. This particular video is available in Hindi also, right? So you can watch it later. Now I'm sharing the video of ELCB working. You can see that. So ELCB मैंने जैसा आपको बताया है कि अर्थ लीकेज सर्किट, अर्थ लीकेज करंट के लिए प्रोटेक्शन प्रोवाइड करता है. If earth wire or some fault between earth and phase wire or some earth and neutral wires, then ELCB will give the protection to avoid any human shock and all, right? So the link is pasted in chat box, students. It is approximately 4 or 5 minutes video, I guess. Yes, it is approximately 5 minutes video. You please watch it, finish it quickly, and then we will discuss your doubts regarding this ELCB.
Have you ever met with an electric shock when touching an electric appliance? The answer will be yes for
Tell
most of
me
you.
if you are able
Yes,
to
even
watch the video or not.
Myself has got minor electric shock multiple times when
Yes,
working
ma'am.
with electrical appliances.
Okay,
What is the
please
reason for
watch
this?
it.
The answer is nothing but lack of proper earthing. In a properly earthed wiring network, all the appliance body is connected to a common point and is finally connected to an earth pit. It is always safe to use 3-pin plugs for the electrical appliances because it is through the third biggest pin body of all appliances are connected to earth. In this video we are going to discuss connected to an earth pit. It is always safe to use 3-pin plugs for the electrical appliances because it is through the third biggest pin body of all appliances are connected to earth. In this video we are going to discuss about a protection device called ELCB or earth leakage circuit breaker. It is quite usual to have damage or wear and tear for the body or insulating parts of the electrical appliances. During such conditions, the live parts will come in contact with the body of the equipment where we usually touch. If your domestic electric wiring is properly done and appliance body is properly linked to earth, ELCB, if provided in the circuit, will get tripped and will isolate from electric supply in case of any leakage current. Thus, if all our electrical appliances are properly earthed, an ELCB will protect us from getting electric shock. Today we are going to see the working of an earth leakage circuit breaker or an ELCB. As the name suggests, the ELCB breaks the power to a circuit when there is a leakage current to the earth. Insulation damages, water entry, etc. may cause leakage current in the equipment. For example, consider a refrigerator, and it is a very old one which is having its insulation deteriorated. In such case there might be a voltage on the fridge body. When a person touches this equipment, he may get electric shock, but if we have ELCB in the system this won't happen. So how ELCB is protecting us? First of all, we'll see the parts of an ELCB. The major parts inside are core balance current transformer, sensing coil, tripping relay, test button. The incoming phase and neutral is connected to the terminals of the ELCB. Current after entering into the ELCB first flows through the primary coil of the core balance current transformer or CBCT, then to the appliance. Then back to the secondary coil and finally circuit ends with neutral. When electricity flows, the phase current and neutral current will create a magnetic flux inside the CBCT. If the entering phase current to the circuit is equal to the leaving neutral current, then it means that there is not leakages in the circuit. At this point the flux created by the phase coil and neutral coil will be the same. And it will cancel each other and the breaker won't trip. Now consider a case where there is an insulation damage in the equipment under consideration. In this case there will a leakage current to the earth inside the machine. We can see that the phase current is now the sum of neutral current and the earth leakage current, which makes the phase current different from neutral current. In this condition the flux created by the phase and neutral coils will not be the same inside the CBCT. This causes a differential flux inside the CBCT. This differential flux will be sensed by the sensing coil and this coil initiates the trip. The test button on the ELCB is used to test the operation of the ELCB, to ensure that it's in operational condition. When we press the button, it connects the output of phase coil to the neutral through a high resistance. This will create an unbalanced flow of current in phase and neutral coil, causing ELCB to trip. This ensures that the ELCB is operational. To initiate the tripping of the breaker, the differential current between the phase and neutral, that is, the leakage current should be higher enough for the ELCB to trip. Usually this leakage current, or in other words, sensitivity, will be written on the ELCB. This will be in the range of milliamperes. See here, the sensitivity is 30 milliamperes. The another rating shown here is the rated continuous current, which the breaker can carry without getting damaged. In this example, the continuous rated current is 63 amperes. ELCB is very important to be installed for the protection and safety of man and machine. So today we have covered the elementary basics of an ELCB. Hope this is useful for you. Post your valuable comments below. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the tutorial on how earth leakage circuit breaker work. The name earth leakage circuit breaker, ELCB, was given to a device that breaks the power supply. How they work today I am going to explain. Your boat working principle pick and how it actually work in the faulty condition. So basically SM is a protected race, which gives protection against the earth current, and it is also used to save human lives from electric shock. So let us see how this thing actually work and prevent such this thing actually work. ELCB working principle and how it works.
Earthbond on YouTube channel, Electrical and Electronic Engineering.
Done,
Please
students?
push the button subscribe.
Earth leakage relay circuit diagram. Earth leakage relay with CBCT.
Students
Earth
done.
leakage relay with
Okay.
phase line.
Any
Earth
query?
leakage relay with neutral line. Circuit breaker contact. Earth leakage circuit breaker output load.
Now we'll see the experimental video,
Earth
students.
leakage circuit breaker with relay.
The live
Residual
demonstration.
current sensing coil. Earth leakage circuit breaker with test line.
Experiment in
Earth
lab.
leakage circuit
We will
breaker
show
test
you
button.
the experimental
Circuit breaker
video in which you will see
An
how
ECLB
the
is one kind of
MCB is tripping and how the ELCB is tripping, how to connect the circuit, and then we will test our MCB and ELCB, right? Can you see the manual, students?
Yes, sir.
So this is the procedure we need to follow to test the MCB and ELCB. So procedure to test the MCB is, there are few steps. First, we need to connect the circuit as shown in the circuit diagram. So in the video, you will see the circuit diagram, and here I am explaining you the diagram. There is the connection, like we need to connect the MCB in series with supply, the phase wire, and the means we need to connect the series in supply and load, right? So load और supply के बीच में, मतलब load और supply के series में आपको connect करना है, ठीक है, MCB को. Then आपको circuit को energize करना है. Energize मतलब electrical supply on करना है. Then you need to increase load gradually. धीरे धीरे आप load को बढ़ाएंगे beyond the MCB rating. ठीक है, MCB 2 एम्पियर रेटिंग का लिया है हमने, तो 2 एम्पियर से ज़्यादा करंट देना है हमें, लोड इतना कनेक्ट करना है कि 2 एम्पियर से ज़्यादा करंट फ्लो करे सर्किट में। देन धीरे धीरे और जैसे 3.5 एम्पियर फ्लो कर रहे हैं, राइट, उसके बाद हम और बढ़ाएंगे, 4.5 पे चेक करेंगे, फिर 5 एम्पियर पे चेक करेंगे, राइट, लोड को बढ़ाते जाएंगे। देन क्या होगा कि MCB ट्रिप होगी, बट टाइमिंग डिफरेंट होगा, ट्रिपिंग टाइम। सो आप जितना ज़्यादा करंट होगा उतनी जल्दी ट्रिप होगा, राइट, क्योंकि मैग्नेटिक फील्ड उतना स्ट्रांग होगा। देन वी विल रिकॉर्ड द रीडिंग्स। तो आप देख सकते हो, यू कैन सी इन द ऑब्जर्वेशन टेबल, ये वेरिएशन इन लोड है। we increase 72.5% of the load, then load current कितना था सर्किट में 3.45, which is beyond the 2 ampere MCB rating, and so it is a condition of overloading, right, 2 ampere से ज़्यादा हो गया करंट। नाउ ट्रिपिंग टाइम कितना हुआ, कितना टाइम लिया उसने ट्रिप होने में, डाउन जाने में ऑपरेटर ने कितना टाइम लिया, 22 सेकेंड्स। देन अगेन वी इंक्रीज द लोड, 97.5 इंक्रीज किया इस बार, तो 3.95 एम्पियर करंट फ्लो कर रहा था एंड ट्रिपिंग टाइम वाज 19 सेकेंड्स। तो आप देख रहे हो कि जैसे ही लोड इंक्रीज हुआ ट्रिपिंग टाइम भी डिक्रीज हो गया, बिकॉज स्ट्रॉन्ग मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ड्यू टू द इंक्रीज करंट। Now 117.5% current we are giving, load we have increased, so 4.35 ampere current is flowing in the circuit, so tripping type is means less, 4 seconds only, right? So these all are the overloading condition, but you can see that overload can be in overloading conditions the current can be flow 2 to 5 times of the normal current, right? And in fault condition, short circuit condition, current flows in the circuit will be 100 up to 100 times of the normal current. So normal current is 2 ampere. So if short circuit will be there, so in circuit up to 100 time it will go, right? Like 200 ampere, it will be 150. And if it is overloading condition, so current can be more than 2 ampere, but up to 2 to 5 times, right? Up to 10 ampere only. So now in ELCB also we'll see, this is ELCB. Okay, so we'll first connect the circuit as per the diagram. So we'll connect the ELCB between the phase and the neutral, right? Then we will energize the circuit and we'll increase the load gradually, and we'll see. We'll use DP-DT switch there. Okay, I will explain you in the video what we are doing with DP-DT switch, right? And we took the readings here. So neutral and earth, between neutral to earth is 0.06 ampere, phase and earth 4 ampere. Load current was 0.5, single phase voltage we are giving as 90 volt, right? Then you need to write the quiz answers, right? And now I'm showing the video of testing the MCB and LCB, sorry, ELCB, right? So first of all, student, you can see this is the experimental bench. Okay, here what is this equipment? Show my see my cursor and tell me what is this equipment. What is this equipment, students? Yeah, single phase variac. So like you have used in the Tetra labs also. So here we are using the single phase variac, right? So we are not giving directly the supply, AC supply from the switchboard. We are using the single phase variac, so we can change the voltage level according to our whatever the desired voltage we want to give, we can give, right? AC single phase voltage. Now this cable will go to the switchboard. First you need to connect this single phase variac to the switchboard. We will give the supply to the single phase variac. Now from this, this is the knob, you can vary the voltage. From this knob, you can increase or decrease the voltage of the supply. Now these are the two terminals, red one and black one on this variac. The red one shows the phase, the black one shows the neutral, right? So you will connect your circuit from this phase and neutral, right? This is the supply only now. Single phase variac will give the supply. So this phase wire is the red wire, you can see that will goes to the, first you see the circuit, right? So you can see, student, this is the phase and neutral of the switchboard supply. Then it is goes to the variac. Now the variac will have this phase and neutral wires. So we'll connect. We are testing the MCB first. So this is the circuit diagram for MCB. So now the phase wire is the ammeter is connected in series. Voltmeter is connected in parallel to measure the supply voltage and the current going to the load. That the ammeter will measure the current going to the load, right? So this ammeter is connected in series. Series means the one terminal, this terminal or ammeter will connect it to the phase of the variac, and other terminal will go to the MCB. Okay, and from MCB the terminal will go, other MCB terminal will be connected to the lamp load, and this lamp load neutral will be going to the variac neutral point, right? And this voltmeter is connected in parallel. Parallel means parallel with phase and neutral, means you will connect this voltmeter between phase and neutral wire. So one end of this voltmeter will be connected to the phase wire, other will be connected to the neutral wire, right? This lamp load is a variable load. Likewise, you have seen in the Tetra labs. We have in our workshop lab also we have the variable lamp load. Means this there is a facility available. You can vary your load, right? Lamp load you can vary. Power consumption you can vary. Okay. This is the circuit diagram for ELCB. Again, this is the supply phase neutral. This is the variac, and this is the variac phase, this is variac neutral. This ELCB connected between these phase and neutral, and this is ammeter connected in series. This is lamp load. This another ammeter will measure the neutral current. This ammeter will measure the phase wire current. This is the DP/DT switch, students. So from DP/DT switch we will create the fault. Means first we will connect this earth wire to the phase, then we will connect second condition. In second condition we will connect the earth wire to the neutral and will measure the current, right? So when we will connect the DP/DT switch to earth, this will trip, ELCB will trip, and then again we will connect the earth wire to this neutral. That in that condition also ELCB will trip, like it will means it will disconnect the supply from the load. Okay, so now you can see first MCB. So students, this red wire is phase wire going to the ammeter here. This is ammeter. This is voltmeter. Okay, we are using this set of ammeter and voltmeter. This is also ammeter and voltmeter, but we require only one ammeter and voltmeter, so we are using this set. Right? This is ammeter. This is voltmeter. This is ammeter 2 terminals. This is voltmeter 2 terminals. Phase neutral. Phase neutral. Right? So we want to connect the ammeter in series. So for the ammeter phase terminal will be connected to the red one of this phase terminal of this variac. So red one is the phase terminal. So this red one will go to the ammeter, right? So and through the ammeter, the neutral wire of ammeter will be going to the MCB. So it is going to the MCB here, right? So then MCB's phase wire will go to the load. Okay, so it is going to the load here. Okay, then load neutral wire will go to this variac. Okay, and this voltmeter we need to connect between phase and neutral. So phase terminal of this voltmeter will be connected to the phase of the variac, and this neutral terminal of the voltmeter will connect it to the neutral of the variac, right? So we are giving 230 volt only here, and we will. These are the lamp load, and the connecting terminal of this lamp is here, right?
Is a on condition. Off condition. At present, I will make it on. Condition and is totally enclosed. We cannot see what is actually inside it. I can show you. At present, it is totally enclosed MCB. Now we have to check it. What should be the tripping time of this MCB? This MCB is of 2 ampere. Now, I increase the load gradually.
So from these switches, students, from these switches, just a minute. From these switches, we will increase our load. We will means more number of lamp is lighting means more load. Less number of lamp is lighting means less load. Okay. So from these switches, we will vary our load. So right now we have eliminated 4 lamps. We switch on the 4 lamps, so the current is 0.42 at 230 volt. 230 volt voltage we are giving to this circuit, that is fixed, right? Now if we increase the lamp, so this current will increase, right? So up to 2 ampere the current is normal for MCB, because this is 2 ampere rating MCB, right? After 2 and beyond 2 ampere, it will consider, the MCB will consider it as overloading condition, right? So again increase load. Now the current is 1.75. You can see more lamps are lightning, and again increase. So it is 2.6. It is beyond that 3.9, means it is beyond that. Now it is beyond that, the specified limit. 2 amperes से ज़्यादा हो गया है current. Now we will start our स्टॉप वॉच. ठीक है, जैसे ही हमने लोड बढ़ाया 2 एम्पियर से ज़्यादा, फिर हमने स्टॉप वॉच को ऑन करा और हम देखेंगे कि एमसीबी कितना टाइम लेती है ट्रिप डाउन होने में, राइट? So on this overloading condition, current is 3.95 ampere flowing in the circuit. Now we will see the. So you can see how much time it is taking. Now it is trip approximately in 19 to 20 seconds, right? Understood, students? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Now we will note down this reading. Means 230 volt, and the load was increased up to 75%, and the current was flowing in the circuit was 3.95 ampere, and the tripping time was 19 to 20 seconds, right? Now we will take another reading. We will start again our MCB. We will restore the circuit. We will again increase the load beyond 3.9. We will increase up to 4 ampere like this, and we will again note down the timing for tripping, right? Now the circuit is restored. MCB is again in the upward position. So it is now again, the contacts are closed. So now again we will gradually increase the load and we'll start the timer after setting the load. You can see now the load is more than the previous reading, like it is 4.35 ampere. We increase the load as means whatever the load we have taking earlier, the now the load is more than that, right? Current is also more. Now we'll start the timer and we'll see. Now you can see the MCB took less time as compared to the earlier reading. Approximately 4 seconds it took, right? It took 4 seconds approximately at 4.35 ampere. So we can see from the observation table, if current is increasing, means overloading is more and more, tripping time will be less and less, right? One more set of reading we are taking. Okay. So that readings we noted down in the observation table, and now we are testing the ELCV students. So the setup means equipments are same. This is single phase variac. This yellow color kit you can see. In this kit, the MCV and ELCV both are enclosed, right? And this is the DP-DT switch. This switch we are using to create the earth to phase pole and the to connect the earth and neutral, right? If we connect earth to neutral or earth to neutral or earth to phase, this ELCV will trip down. We will see in this video. And this is the ammeter students, and this is the voltmeter. So in this case we have given the 90 volt of voltage supply, right? And we fix the 90 volt supply from this variant, right? And connection will be as per the circuit diagram. So ELCB will be connected between earth and neutral, if you remember the circuit diagram. See, this is the circuit diagram. So ELCB is connected between this phase and neutral wire, the ammeter in series and one ammeter here in the neutral wire, and this is the DP-DT switch, right? So now I am starting the video. You watch the video till means you can see how ELCB is working. So presently we are providing 90 volts power voltage supply, and the 3 lamp loads are there. Okay, 3 bulbs are on only, right? So at this 3 bulbs are lighting. So in that condition, the current flowing in the circuit is measured by this ammeter, which is 0.49. This is earth wire, students. This is earth wire. Okay, and this another black wire is neutral, and this red wire is phase wire. This is earth terminal, student. This is phase terminal, phase wire. This is neutral wire. Now we will connect first this TPDT switch. We will drag to the earth. We'll connect. We'll close the switch like we'll connect earth to phase, right? In that case, ELCB will trip and will cut the supply from the load. So in the ammeter, you will see 0 ampere current, right? Not exactly 0, but 0.01 ampere, right? There is a error also in the measuring instruments. So now we are connecting the earth to phase through this switch. So this is strip. You can observe, student, load is off and the current in ammeter is 0, right? Now we will short the earth and neutral, student. Right now it is 0.5. When we connect earth to neutral, we will short these two. Yes. Red indication is there. Now the current is 0. Load is off. Disconnected from the supply. Okay, understood, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt, any query? You can ask me. No doubts? Everything is understood? Okay, so now I will share this video on Google Drive with you, right? This experimental videos. And this experiment is completed. You need to write the quiz answers. Okay, so find the quiz answer and write it and submit the lab manual on the LMS timely on or before the deadline. Don't skip the submission, otherwise the grade will be 0 for that experiment. And okay, so on the next session definitely there will be the assessment of this experiment, and then we will start our, after completing the assessment, we will start our next experiment, that is experiment number 7, right? Any doubt? Okay, so now I think we